Okay, so it's late night or whatever, or early morning. I can't sleep, so decided to just get online and post recent update. I'm a little bit, I think, you know how you know that you're being watched in your home, but it's like you know it, but you don't really know it. If you really knew that you were being watched in your home, and just not kind of like thinking it, it would, I wouldn't even be making like little jokes. Like I said, I was gonna walk around the house with that little ghost thing on. It's like you kind of think it, and I even thought it before them psychics said it to me months back, but I just didn't really know. Whoever been doing it for a long time. I think that has something to do with my Scorpio ex, as I told you a long time ago when I first moved in here. The window, they had big windows in the front. They just slide open and it wouldn't lock. And like I didn't never try to get it locked. It would close, but it just wouldn't lock. And I never noticed it until he one day just mentioned you need to get your windows locked or whatever. But I just now that I found the cameras, it's like, and I hear readers that they be coming in here when I'm not here, just different types of stuff. It's like I don't even feel comfortable leaving. It's just like when people following you, some people could be here doing stuff. Why do people follow you? Oh, she's over here, she's not gonna be back. Yeah, I just don't. But the thing that kind of irritates me and kind of like turns your heart kind of cold, it's like they do it to the wrong type of people. Why would you do that to somebody that's introverted? It'd be different if I was just out there and just messing around with these guys out here. It's a whole bunch of different girls that could have did that too. They're gonna do it to the person that don't have sex and don't talk to nobody. Just to sit. That's what I'm saying. People just do like stupid type of stuff, and it's like that's kind of like vindictive to do something like that, and you don't even know a person. Even I don't even have no exes or whatever that shit had a right to feel like this shit had a right to do that. People just kind of, like I said before, it kind of, in a way, it's kind of like I ain't tripping because now if I was like a deceptive person and people were trying to see, even that's not an excuse, but if people were trying to see, is she really telling the truth? Is she really having a better house? Because on those light bulbs, you can record audio, not just video too, video and audio. So if I was lying, then it would bother me way, way, way more. But I've been totally honest. I'm chilling, all the other stuff. I don't even talk to anybody on the phone. So it kind of just bothers me in a way, like feel violated as far as like all that just I don't, and I thought that because I be in my room and I be getting dressed sometimes and I hear like a damn, and the walls are thin over here. It's just like little stuff that let you know that people are watching that's just not hearing stuff. It's like I know I'm very, very very, very observant. You walk from one room, go to another room, and it's like every time I do that, I always hear walk across my apartment, like a walk across the stairs every time, and that's kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if people do hustle or whatever. It's just weird. It's just weird, and so that kind of just like, and just I feel really disrespected. So that's what I'm saying. People just don't. A lot of people who are demonic, they don't have no boundaries. It better not be nobody who is calling me a demonic or a witch or whatever doing it, because that's demonic and evil to even do something like that. People just do stupid stuff. It's like, what was the purpose of it? Like, what they just do dumb, stupid stuff. They said somebody was coming near. They just do stupid, like I said before, and it just turns me off on a whole different type of level. That's why maintenance be coming here, and I don't even like maintenance really coming here when I'm not here. Now that I know that, but I always had the icky feeling. But it just, anyway, all I do is I thank God for protecting me, because when you're dealing with people that do stuff like that, if you dealing with somebody that put cameras in your home, that's somebody that can come in and rape you and kill you. Because it's like, I mean, just think about it. Would you do something like that? As a female, as a male, whatever, that's very predatory behavior. It's like, what was the point of that? And then I'm trying to see if I want to see if there's one in the shower, because she was like, somebody likes watching you. They just do stupid stuff. It's just stupid, demonic, stupid stuff, and it's just like it irritates me. But it's like when I get irritated, sometimes I just be happy because the things that God revealed to me and brought me through, as far as like, how do I say it? As far as kind of like with my family, revealing to me the truth about them. Even though it's going to be hard, I don't know kind of like which direction I'm going to go. I don't really stress because I know that God is going to lead me which way to go or what to do. But the last person I cut off, I just don't even want to, if I can't trust somebody, I don't care how old you are, grandparent, whatever, if I can't trust you, it's like if I feel a vibe or God told me to stop or things been revealed to me, it's like I can't go back, because anything bad that happens, it's like it's going to be my fault, because God is like, I showed you. you or revealed to you. And then you notice your energy be kind of different when you're around certain people. Not to say, and I don't really give a damn who gets offended. This is my diary. People know what they did. I don't like people that kind of like had that little sneaky behavior and be lying or not being straight up because it make me think that they're being deceptive and sneaky. I just don't like that because I know I would never do that to somebody. So like I said before, anybody doing it, I just consider them as evil. So I would say, oh yeah, whenever something like bad happens, I try to think of the good brought me through. God brought me through, regardless of all the hate and behind my back. Of course, like I say, people usually don't say certain things to my face, but I think of the good, the God brought me through. I'm STD free. A second that I listened to, and this was months back. She said this. She was like, God broke you up. You got out just in time or whatever before the ex caught an STD or whatever. And what did she say? She said they sitting up there looking at you crazy because you. That's what I'm saying. That's why they plotting. And it's several different people that gang stalk neighbors and stuff. I don't understand why neighbors would do that. It's weird because I don't even talk to anybody over here. But when you hear stuff like that, it's like that's why they're plotting and planning. They said something about he wanted to, and I like I said, I don't like bringing it up. They said him and these people they plotting, trying to find a way to come in, try to get sex so I can get pregnant and then leave just because I rejected them all. That's what I'm saying. It's just, but these are people that are in their 40s that are doing this, that are married, that are grandparents, grandkids, and don't have daughters and stuff. People just do kind of like really sick, twisted, demonic stuff. And what it does is, and why I try to, what I was told is that they trying to turn my heart cold and turn my heart chakra off so that I just can't love again. And I don't want love and reject love. They said you have true love coming eventually in the future. God has somebody for you. It might be an interracial relationship. Who knows? But they said that, who knows? It may be 2 years from now, a year from now, whatever. But, they said that they trying to make it so that when my true love comes back, I won't have no love to give. And it's not. I never be like that. I never ever dish out. Empaths could never dish out what they got or whatever. That's what makes us empathic and godly people. It's just that any little thing, any little sign of rejection. I mean, not rejection. Any little sign of deception. It's like I be quick to cut people off. Somebody call late, I feel like they on some silly shit. I just automatically come out. I don't want to talk to you no more. Where the average person, if you call a girl late, like the old me, just talk, have a long conversation, just talk, chill, whatever, flirt, whatever. The kind of awaken me would have talked or whatever a little bit, but let them know that's still late. Now the me or whatever, like when he did that text or whatever 2 a.m, it's just kind of like you trying to play me. It's like when you deal with certain things, you get backstabbed so much. It's like you start looking at everybody like they on some bullshit, huh? And then it's like so many people that's just doing false, fake stuff. It's like, does anybody be real anymore? Does anybody stand on what they say? You be feeling like you're the last real motherfucker on earth, and I know that's not true. I know there are other real people, but it's just when people coming against you, they're doing stuff like, even when I post the video, just seeing those little links. It's like they still keep going. They just don't stop. And then what really pisses me off, just the fact of the control of the channel, they be giving me disrespectful numbers. Like 4 views, 3 views. Like, come on, man. Like I said before, my people, is going back to being deleted again. They just do stupid, toxic, demonic stuff. And it's starting to, like, get on my nerve. Like, it's like you just be like, ugh. It's like and I don't see how people find enjoyment in torturing and trying to get on a person's nerve. And that's why I said a lot of devils, they don't know boundaries. No boundaries. It's like they just do stuff past the spiritual world sorry, they just do things. It's just like no spiritual boundaries. Just even if they're not gang stalking every day the same person, it's like their groups. It's like I just don't see how people can. It's no amount of money that I would ever take to do something like that. It's just people, when you do certain things that are evil, even with people at my job, you taking money to try to make a person so uncomfortable that they quit their job or whatever, or try to, you do stuff like that. It don't matter how much money you give, and it's like you have to pay for that, and then you sell your soul doing it because it's like you know what you did. And I always bring that up, like with Judas. Like, remember I told you, look at the character of people. Judas did like a crackhead. Moves only a crackhead would. You see, I gave him a few pieces of silver. That's like you give him a few crack rocks or whatever. I'm not talking about drugging people or nothing like that because I used to buy pills. I'm just saying it's like, for you to do something like that, it's like you sell out the God's son for a few pieces of silver. So that lets you know the characteristics of that person. And it's like God was just looking at him while he was being tortured and stuff. Like, really? And then afterwards, it's like they don't really show the full punishment, but it's just like people just, what I really think is people think that I just be online, lost the money people. Haters, I think they think I just be online and I'm Irving Joe. I'm thinking about this is what I think people be thinking I'm doing. So they're trying to throw stuff. Oh, you're not that smart, or do like certain things. So this is what I think they be doing as far as like with the cameras. Probably in their mind, oh, she's supposed to be a psychic. She should know where the cameras are. It's like people just do stupid stuff. An intuitive psychic. First of all, you have to keep in mind that I do not read cards. I do not read cards. I knew how to look at people and tell if they're deceptive. Sometimes people do silly stuff. I know how to put certain things together, and it just like I've been through so much with so many fake ass niggas and so many fake so many fake people, women too. I just know deception. If I get on POF and I know I have people stalking and watching me and waiting for me to mess up and all other stuff, and a dude get on there and within the first exchange he say, "Let me see," I already know that it's somebody being seen. Especially if I look at their profile picture and I just see what type of character they have. I just know, not ask you for your number. They would just not ask you for your number. Just immediately ask, can they see you? So that's like I already know. I done been through so much. I just already know. I already know if how do I say it? Just like certain things I'm able to put together that had nothing to do with being a witch. It's like people always think that when you say you were a psychic or something like that, that you, if how do I say that? Like right now, I'm a psychic, but I have no idea how I'm gonna get out of this situation or whatever. But I just know God is gonna take care of it. So that's not predicting future events. It's just like certain things I can see. I know about the rapture from doing studying. I get clarity channel messages, but it's like people just come to their own conclusions about stuff. I know somebody. It's certain things that I can't see because I heard certain people they be missing on your crown chakra, but certain people it's like you start putting two together, you realize people are just full of shit or whatever, just full of dog shit, and it's like you don't even get mad anymore because it's like you just expect it. I'm at the point now I just be looking for reasons to cut people off because I just don't want to be dealing with people, and that kind of bothers me on a different type of level because I'm a real like ride or die. I'm just a real like ride or die. Like if I rock with somebody, I rock with them the long way. But it's just like any little thing. I just don't want to deal with no more bullshit. I don't want to deal with nobody. Just like they said in the reading or whatever. And I looked at it earlier, just reading that somebody, one of your exes or something, I don't know who she talking about, but gonna come up to you and be like, "Hi, I'm pregnant or I have a baby." I don't give a flying fuck about that. And I try not to be rude. There are some mothers out here who are good mothers, and I've seen certain. Even when I be in the store, when I used to work at the thrift store recently, the one I just recently quit, I see mothers in there with their babies, and there'll be some real cute babies, and I'll be like, "Oh my gosh, they're so cute," and blah 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 blah. And they be treating their kids so sweet. I'll be like in my head, they're good mothers. They're just good. I respect good mothers who know how to raise their kids, and they single mothers, they doing their thing. And so I don't mean no offense with this. If somebody is trying to make me jealous because they feel like the person I used to talk to had a baby or something, that me, and I don't know if it's just me, but I guess because I don't have no kids or because I don't really give a fuck, I think that I don't know, even without the forced love spills, it's like that turns me off. I don't even want to deal with nothing like that. I don't envy nothing like that. That's just more, I see that as more problems. I see that as if I, talk to somebody or whatever, or just which will never be a get back. But if I was to ever get involved in that again, it's like you would have to deal with something like that, and I don't want to deal with nothing like that. I don't even want to be involved in stuff like that. I don't want to deal with nobody that has a baby by somebody else. I don't even know how to explain it. I just don't want to deal with nothing like that. Nobody did betray me or backstab me in that type of way. What else can I say? Just to a certain extent, you just don't want to deal with stuff like that. It's too much drama, and I hate to be mean because most of the time people think that I don't like kids, and I do like kids. It's just that when you don't have any kids and you deal with somebody that has kids and they have a silly baby mama, it's like you have to deal with stuff like that. If a guy's like weak-minded and immediately. And because I dealt with that before in the past, I just rather a person just not be around me because I don't want to deal with it. If I don't want to deal ever again with being in a relationship and a guy is, have his baby mama call. He arguing back and forth with his baby mama. Cause when you're in a relationship with somebody, you and that person argue. So if she arguing, you do this, you do that. That's kind of like they're in a relationship. So if he can't ignore that, I don't want to deal with it. Another thing I won't deal with is I'm not dealing with nobody that and this is just exes, whatever. Another thing that turned me off, having somebody that family did magic on me or whatever, or family had an input, or just in general, them having a partner that's doing magic on me and they still over there. And after I said that, I kind of line it up as if somebody, like I'm with a dude. Let's say I cheat with a dude, or just I'm with a dude, and he did a shootout on another dude, and the dude is him are beefing online, or not even beefing. The dude said, "Oh, your dude shot at me," and I'm just like sitting over there. Yeah, that's not a good example, but you get what I mean. It's like nobody, I just don't want to deal with nothing like that. It's like, how can I be with somebody and they have a child with somebody and the person that they're with did magic, death magic, beauty magic, whatever the fuck they did, and magic to lure the person away or whatever, and all the other stuff. The only way I would deal with somebody like that is if they completely cut the person off. Cause it's like, that's what I'm saying. It's like if I was in a situation like that where I had an ex, I'm trying to use a better example. If I was in a situation where I had an ex and I left him for another person or whatever, and the person did the shootout on him, but me and this person that did the shootout have a kid together, and I break up with him and go back, and then it's like, but I have kids. How could they co-parent if the person did something against me? That's what I'm saying. If you really look at it like that, it's like that's an enemy. So it just like for the hood people, not hood people, but for like the like for the young people who don't understand, it's kind of like when Tupac got shot by Biggie or whatever, that whole story or scenario, whatever, and he was like with Snoop, and he was like, "But you're supposed to be my homeboy," blah 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 blah. It's like you have to choose a side. There's no back and forth. If you fuck with somebody that somebody don't like, then it's like you're on that person's team, especially when it comes to something like that. So that's just how I think. I'm not gonna. There's certain things I just don't even want to be involved in, and never involved in again. Any little sign of somebody being weak minded or care what somebody think, I can't be with somebody like that because I don't give a flying f about what people think. That's just how I am. It's about I rock with people that make me feel happy, that I know have my back, that I know are genuine, real. I don't rock with people just because it's a good look or blah, blah. I just don't give a darn about that. I dealt with that in the last situation, and it just usually from what I found, when people try to control you and stuff like that and tell you don't do this, don't, it's because they don't want to see you happy. Because if they want to see you happy, they genuinely would want to be with the best person who has genuine feelings for you. They don't want you to be with somebody that doesn't care about you and treat you like shit just because of a look. I don't want to deal with stuff like that. And I'm just, you know what I'm saying? It's just that camera thing just kind of affected me in a different type of way. It's kind of like it really, really agitated me, and I'm starting to get kind of like not mean, but just kind of like a little bit more colder than I used to be, as far as like not really giving a F anymore, and like not really wanting to look out for people no more, and not really want to have nobody around me no more, because it's like people just be on some silly fake stuff, and I'm just tired of it. So that's all I have to say for now.